at work, I think that this is an important thing to remember, because we've had a number of cases where people we had one case which the Industrial Court Award was given on, where a guy was only working with the company for a week. He was still on probation, and the following Monday he came in an hour late and they fired him. Now, they fired him for late coming, but he took it to court, and the court said this is unreasonable. Just because he's on probation, you still have to have a reason. You don't dismiss somebody for their first instance of late coming or their first instance of absenteeism. You know, you have to, the whole idea is you want to keep employees and you want to develop them. You don't just jump down on them like a ton of bricks because they have committed one offense. If anybody had done that to you when you first started to work, you wouldn't be where you are now. And just one last thing is equality of treatment, which is obvious, is that for similar offenses there should be similar penalties. You don't discriminate on the basis of non-relevant things like age, sex, race, religion, whatever. And you look at the mitigating circumstances and there aren't any, then the penalty should be similar. I'll give you an interesting case of that. There was a case where a supervisor and a worker got into a fight on the job, a fist fight, and they were both given a 2-week suspension. And the union took it to court, and the union upheld the suspension of the supervisor, but they said that the suspension of the worker should only be 1 week. And the court agreed, because the supervisor should have a greater penalty because the supervisor has greater responsibility. The supervisor is expected to have more self-control and to be a role model, and therefore they get a greater penalty when the offense is the same.